Transitions. Writers use transition words and phrases to link ideas together. These words help the reader understand the writer's ideas and how they are connected. And with this, ladies, let's begin.
Hey! Alright guys, are you ready for your new class? Your virtual video class number 2. I hope you're excited. I'm excited. Let's get cracking. Alright, so today, as you can already see from the board, we're focusing fully on vocabulary. That is, transition words, particularly. Now, as I said in the video just now, I just gave you a description as to what transition words are exactly. Okay? So we really have to take this into heart, because transition words are not just important for your speaking, they're also important for your writing. And eventually, they're going to be really important for your communication overall. And I guess you could say that of all the different kinds of vocabulary words that can make you sound sophisticated, or that can make you sound intellectual or cultured or smart, these are the words that you really gotta know. Now, lots of students, they sometimes ask us, teacher, how can we, make our TOEFL speaking or our TOEFL writing just a little bit better, like more stylistic, make it sound more interesting, make it seem like it's something exciting for the recipient, in this case the examiners, to receive. Right here, guys, right here. Now you do this, you apply these kinds of words, and I guarantee you, the style, the quality of your speakings and of your writings are going to start picking up. Why am I touching on this now? Because, well, you guys just did questions 1 and 2. And though the questions were fantastic, I mean, the responses were really good. Seriously, I mean, we were actually extremely happy with the responses that we got. But at the same time, we did notice that there were maybe just very small inconsistencies in terms of, the amount of transition words that you guys were using. And that's fine for now, But down the line, we want to make that better. We want to change that, all right? That's our goal, to be able to have all kinds of information included in our response, not just the experiences that you guys are giving us in terms of if it's this kind of question or that kind of question, or just, the details and the reasons. All that is fantastic. Introduction, body, conclusion, yeah, fine, okay? We talked about that in the last class. But now, let's amplify that a little bit more with some really much more specific kinds of pieces of information that, again, will make your responses much more stylistic, okay? So let's begin. I have these categories here, as you can see, okay? First one, adding, sequencing, illustrating, cause and effect, comparing, qualifying, contrasting, emphasizing, okay? And what are the words that we have here? All these different words in red. Well, basically, these are some of the words that are all mixed up, as you can see, all right? You basically have to mix and match. This is going to be your first activity, by the way. These words are basically the ones that we would recommend that you would use in all of the 6 questions in the TOEFL, okay? So it doesn't really matter if it's question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Transition words are good for all of them because you have to be able to connect your ideas, as I had mentioned again in that earlier image, okay? So let's look at some of them. In the case of illustrated by, in particular, as revealed by, consequently, in the same way, moreover, equally, meanwhile, unlike, alternatively, on the other hand, notably, for instance, also as with although, apart from in particular, in the case of indeed. You know what I just realized? Oh no! I repeated in the case of. No! But it's okay, I erased it. Okay, but let's get serious here for just 1 second. Alright, so what's your activity right now? This is what you're going to be doing. As I had already told you, all these words are in they're in crazy orders right now. I mean, you got in the case of, notably, on the other hand, and all that crap. They're all over the place. So what you basically have to do is just take the words in red, and you have to categorize them into the right category. There are 8 categories, as you can see. Now, you're probably asking yourself, okay, but what's sequencing, or what's qualifying? What does that mean? I'm so confused. I'm not so sure. But you know what? I'll tell you later about that. Right now, what I want you to do is I just want you to be able to try and guess. All right? I want you to try and think for yourself and come up with, possible solutions for this, or possible combinations. So you just basically have to mix and match, okay? Just put the words into the right categories, into the categories that you think are correct. I have a very strong I have very strong confidence, and I trust that you guys are going to be able to do this well enough, okay? But you know what? Don't even worry about it. Just try it out, okay? So what I want you to do right now is pause the video. That way you'll be able to see the list with all the words, and as soon as you're finished, come back, click on the video again, and we'll continue with the next activity, okay? Bye, guys. And now, ladies, check it out. I'm giving you the responses right here, up close and personal. Okay, so we have all the topics here. We have add-in, sequencing, illustrating, cause and effect. So, basically, take a look at that, and that'll basically answer whatever kind of doubts you had in the beginning of this activity. Now let's check out the second one. Comparing, qualifying, contrasting, emphasizing. There you all go. Now, obviously, a lot of these words were not in the original activity. I only put some of them on the board just so that you can practice a little bit, okay? But tell me, how was the whole experience? Were you able to put them all in order? Did you categorize them well? Let me know. Okay, so ladies, now let's take a look at this next activity. Well, basically what I wanted to do was I wanted to be able to make these kinds of examples so that we can have a much broader base and something a little bit more substantial, so we can know how to be able to utilize these transition words, okay? So based on the list that I had given you, that I had shown you just now, where everything is categorized, which ones do you think would fall into each of these sentences, okay? So let's look at the sentences and the blanks, okay? I'm going to give you a couple of seconds so that you can think about it and you can respond to yourself, and then after that, I'll let you know what the response is. I wanted to help my client, blank. He wasn't very nice to the secretary, so I declined. What do you think that response is? Well, if you responded, however, you're absolutely correct. All right, let's look at the next one. Blank the priest, our Lord Jesus Christ, doesn't really want us to discriminate against homosexuals. Take a look at that one. Well, if you responded, as revealed by the priest, our Lord Jesus Christ doesn't really want us to discriminate against homosexuals, you are absolutely correct. Next one. Blank, our parents, tried their best to raise us. We should try and do the same with our kids too. What do you think that is? Well, if you answered, in the same way as our parents tried their best to raise us, we should try and do the same thing with our kids too. That is also incorrect. No, I'm just playing. It's correct. Okay, cool. Next one. A college degree won't necessarily help you find the best job, blank. Experience and having the right contacts can actually do more for you. College degree won't necessarily help you find the best job. What do you think? Take a look at that. Well, if you responded with whereas, that is correct. Good job. Let's go to the next one. The USA has a great way of becoming passionate for social political issues. Oh crap, I forgot an S there. Sorry, my bad. But anyways, political issues. Blank, their president carries that same level of passion.
USA has a great way of becoming passionate for social political issues. Their president carries that same level of passion. What do you guys think? Well, if you said the USA has a great way of becoming passionate for social political issues, moreover, their president carries that same level of passion, that is also correct! Ladies, I'm really happy to see that you guys have been able to adapt to these words so well. And now, let's just continue with the last activity. Okay, so here we go. All right, so let's make some examples here, shall we? So we have here these two different options, moreover and as revealed by. Check it out. There are a lot of violent situations happening around the world. There's a lot of international terrorism and also some domestic terrorism. And it's hitting not just Europe and the United States, but it also hits lots of Latin American countries too. Moreover, I feel that it is the responsibility of the governments to take control of the situation. As revealed by different kinds of news medias, lots of government officials don't really have an exact plan as to what to do. Hopefully, this will be solved. All right, so this is your next example. So we have here indeed and likewise. Okay, check it out, ladies. Making a marriage work is kind of difficult sometimes. Indeed, there are lots of different kinds of ethical responsibilities that you should take into account, such as mutual respect, mutual sexual attraction, mutual interest, all those different kinds of things. Likewise, it is absolutely necessary for both people to be able to interact with each other at a constant basis so that the chemistry doesn't fall apart. All right, let's continue on with the next one. Okay, so the last example that we have is with the words otherwise and meanwhile. So check it out, ladies. You can't really think that if you don't work hard in life that you're still going to be able to get ahead. It just doesn't work that way. You have to work really hard, and there's a lot of sacrifice that's involved in it, whether it be in your personal relationships or in your professional relationships or in your career itself. That is something that you have to do and you have to take upon to yourself. Otherwise, you're just going to fail. Meanwhile, there are lots of other people in the world who just don't even take the chance. And because of that, they're never going to get ahead. And so, ladies, here concludes our video activity, our second virtual video training activity, virtual video class. I don't know why I call it virtual video training. Sometimes I say virtual video training. It should be virtual video class. But anyways, this is the whole point, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it and I hope you guys liked it. And remember, if you guys have absolutely any questions, you can text us, call us, let us know. We hope to receive as many sentences as possible from you guys. Remember, I'm leaving this open for you. I'm not asking for like 5 or 6 or 10. I mean, initially, please do one, at least one for each one, right? But if you guys want to keep on bringing some more, and doing some more, please, by all means, do that. And try and check out the list and do as many more as you can, okay? So, ladies, once again, take care of yourselves. We hope that you enjoyed this. We'll see you in the next cycle. Basically, this is the last video of the old cycle for the existing cycle. Let's see what happens, okay? Take care, guys. Have a really good day. Bye.